Well, Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today, what could possibly be a lot of fun, or my worst nightmare. Because I am here with my mother-in-law. Hi, mother-in-law.
Hi, Sosh. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
And my wonderful little brother-in-law.
Indeed. Hello.
Hi, Uncle Justin. Welcome
Hi.
home.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And, of course, the lovely Ash Cat, who I have a fantastic Christmas gift coming for next week. That we're
Really
gonna open
nervous.
It up. I'm very excited.
If it's not the Hanson brothers, I don't want it. I'm a little nervous here.
So, the good thing is, they're alumni. They all, I mean, this is our staff right here. But before we jump into some of the stories, who the hell in their right mind actually works with their mother-in-law?
Exactly.
I do. I actually work with my mother-in-law.
Yes.
I question
the
it every
best.
day. When she was first hired, I was like, this could be the worst decision of his life.
And to be honest with you, I mean, I think we do quite well.
We do.
I like you.
We do.
I've always liked my mother-in-law.
You better say that.
I would hope you did. I mean,
You're definitely a little mentally ill, but that's all right.
aren't we all here? I mean,
I've always
I
said
know
that.
I am.
That's part of being, working here at the whale sale. You have to be mentally ill.
You have to be
You have to
mentally
be
ill.
mentally ill to work at the whale.
That's
But,
for sure.
Perfect.
but I have to say, as far as a catering manager goes, and in all honesty, you're fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, you have increased the catering by 25% in the last 3 years. And the one thing I have to say about all of your kids is that you guys have an incredible work ethic. Everybody. There's no doubt, unlike my fucking lazy family, the shit. But
Whoa.
and you have hospitality experience before, and we'll get into the other part of your career, which was fun. You worked at McDonald's as a manager.
I did, but I worked there right after, in high school. I worked
In the
there.
Bronx.
Yeah. I started there at 16.
Wow.
It's fun.
And you managed
3 of them.
a couple guys from Anthrax, the band.
Yes.
Which ones?
Charlie Benante.
Charlie Benante.
Yes.
That's pretty
Wow.
cool.
What?
That is pretty good. Yeah, you know everyone.
I have no idea who
Did
that
you
is
not
for the
know
record,
this?
but no, I had no idea. But I also don't know those people. So
Well, he's now.
I was like, that
Who
sounds
is
cool.
that?
That's cool.
You
That's
don't
great.
know.
No, it's a
Anthrax?
band. I know it's a band. I was saying.
Okay.
I'm like,
The Big Four.
would
But
not listen to it, but
he's now drumming for Pantera, which is. I just think that's pretty cool.
Heard of them.
McDonald's and the Whale's Tail, two different things, because you did manage for us for a little bit, and that was probably quite a shit show.
It was. I
Oh,
was
God.
never trained to be a manager.
Right.
if you
Go
leave
do
a
it.
sesame seed on the ground, it's your fault.
Yeah.
So just make sure you know that. Just.
And in between your food and beverage career, you were a police officer.
I was.
New York's finest.
That's right. 10 years as a cop, 10 as a detective.
Undercover.
That's awesome.
She used
That's
to dress
fun.
up as a prostitute and bag all you filthy animals that
That's
are out
awesome.
there. Too bad.
That's fantastic.
Too bad we can't get her to go undercover here at the Whale's Tail.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Bag any
can't we?
Undercover
Yeah.
boss.
In a
Yeah.
program.
Undercover boss.
That would be fierce.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Undercover
send her
hooker
in.
at the Whale's Tail.
Send her in.
We have some real ones.
We don't want to get into that though.
No.
Unbelievable. But we have always gotten along, I thought. But I always take the position where I just yes you to death.
I know you do, but you do that with all your employees.
Right, because I don't like conflict.
I know.
I don't want to get
But
into
sometimes
arguments.
you need to listen.
What's that?
I said sometimes you need to listen.
I'm sorry,
She's
can you
right.
say that again? I'm just-
Screaming, yeah.
So, and then Justin, you were 2 years old when I started dating Jen.
Indeed.
A little baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been with you forever.
Honestly, I looked like Jen.
Tell them
Blonde
the
hair,
story.
blue eyes.
You did. I gotta be honest. Sorry, honey. I thought that you were her son.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that my wife
Aw, that's cute.
was a whore, and that she had a baby at like 16, and said, "Mom, can you take this kid from me?" Because you know what I mean? And, yeah, because she
Oh my
used to.
god.
He said you did.
Oh my god.
But then she brought me to parties, you know?
She used to
I was
tote
a
you
little party
around
baby.
everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everywhere she went, she had Justin.
Well, even Brian and Chris sometimes did that. I mean, I grew up around party animals. Like, I guess that explains a lot of things
There you go.
about me now.
Okay.
But I went to parties when I was an infant. I remember with Brian and Chris going to like all I remember is like going to a red barn in somebody's backyard when I was like maybe like
The
7 or 8.
Marinellis. The Marinellis.
Oh,
Yes.
she knew the
Yeah,
party.
there we go. That party. Yeah.
She knew the
Yeah.
They brought me through it.
I love that.
But so we somehow conned you into working here
Yes.
over the years.
Actually, I feel like at some point I begged to work here.
I
don't know.
who
We've
would-
had fun,
I don't
though.
know. I was like, I need money, and I came in.
But
Yeah.
as we would imagine, because of your acting career, you're very social, outgoing, fantastic waiter. One of our best.
Oh, the best.
One of our best that we've ever had. And then graduated to bartender. Phenomenal bartender.
Very famous.
I did start as a host as well.
Oh,
That's
you,
right.
you did everything.
Yeah,
He's
I
done it all.
climbed the
Yeah,
ladder.
you were a
I was a
host.
host too.
Elise was a host as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hosting was really something.
So
Oh yeah.
Tell
Most
me.
people.
what were some of the most fucked up things you've seen down there? Had to be crazy shit.
Most fucked up. I mean, there's so many. I mean, rich entitled people of Northport, hey dolls.
Yeah.
Y'all are a fucking nightmare to work with.
Terrible.
But
thank you, we do love you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your service and your tips, 20%.
There's no
it was
one
great.
more
Thank you for everything you've given to me. But oh my god, yeah. I mean, from hosting to serving to bartending, it was a big whirlwind over the years. But honestly, like the craziest story, and I'll crash into it right now. It wasn't even like working at the restaurant itself. It's when we shut down the restaurant to do the wedding. And when we had Allie, who ended up being a server here. Did she also bartend
And a
at some point?
manager too.
She managed.
I feel
yeah,
like she did
Allie-
it all
And she
too.
took
We
over
do it all.
when
We do
I
it all.
got fired.
Oh,
and
good.
retired.
No, she got fired and rehired.
Right.
Love Allie. No, I love Allie. Yeah.
But yeah, when we had that wedding, I remember I was signed on to be a server. It was the first time that the Whale's Tail was gonna like shut down the entire restaurant for a day to like have a wedding. Somebody bought out the Whale's Tail.
They did.
That was
a
crazy.
Wonderful event for them.
And then we also decided to try to run the back deck as service. Like we tried
Come
to
on.
keep tables open.
Because I'm a cheap
What?
fuck.
And
Yeah,
so we
we
put,
are
we,
so
put up, we
cheap.
put up one of those curtains, like a
Get
wall.
the fuck out of here.
It was crazy.
They kept the back deck open.
I do have to say, unfortunately,
Oh my God.
they did get divorced.
Wait, really?
They did. So just don't ever get married here is the point.
Yeah, I guess it's
It's honestly an
choosy.
omen.
Couples get married.
She's like, no, for the catering business.
No.
Yeah.
It's an
come
omen.
We actually have one in January.
on.
There we go.
Oh.
Like, excited for them.
Back to the
But yeah,
to
back
Allie's
to the wedding.
So anyway, I'm the catering manager, and I booked the wedding, and everything was going smooth. And then that day, Christian and Jonathan come in, and Christian and Jonathan wanted to run the wedding. I'm going to be the maitre d', and I'm going to be this, and I'm going to be that. So the two of them were like stepping on each
That's
other.
right, because they have a history of catering from Viscato.
Oh, it seems
Yeah,
like
they
really
worked in
seems
like they said that they worked in
Catering
really big
halls.
places.
So they started stepping on each other's toes. They kind of pushed me to the back. And my staff was coming to me. They're like, Elise, they're telling me to do this. They're telling me to do that. I'm like, listen, I'm in charge. They're not in charge. With that being said, the two of them end up in some sort of fight.
Oh my god.
And they ended up taking it into the parking lot.
Oh,
In
that's
front of the
right.
wedding.
Fist fighting in the parking lot.
in the wedding. Also, at the same time, I mean, Christian is going and getting
He was drunk.
absolutely hammered in the back. Like I don't know where he's getting liquor. I think he came up here to get liquor into the office.
Oh my god.
So he kept coming downstairs, and
They
like
used
every
to
time he
hide
arrived.
in the. I think they built like a clubhouse in the trailer.
Yes, actually, I can confirm
and
that.
the staff used to go hang out in the trailer, and there was
Oh
like tables and
my
chairs,
God.
and they would go.
I didn't go hang out in there, but I did go.
Oh,
I did go
that's
drink in
alright.
there at some points.
Did you? Oh, go.
Yes, yeah. But there was a point of which during the wedding that I was like, okay, this is internally. Like I'm sure the wedding looks fantastic to like the people at it, but the internal with the servers, it started really blowing up for us, and I was like, this is a
Burning
fucking
down.
shit show. I was like, the town is burning. Like
It's burning
we gotta
down.
go.
What the fuck do we do?
And so I was just like, all right, well, I've done pretty much all I can do. So I just started, me and Danny Romano,
Love her.
we were going behind like the server bar in like the catering room. We started ripping shots, and then I would come out and I would check in, and then Christian would be stumbling around. I think Jonathan was on something. I don't think he was drunk. I think he was definitely doing rails
I
of
thought they
something.
were
around.
cousins. They're fist fighting in the parking lot as cousins.
Yeah,
At a wedding.
yeah.
They're trying to run as a maitre d' because they've done catering. Makes a lot of sense. Sounds like a bunch of fucking bullshit lies to me.
I saw everything outside of like the fight. I heard that they almost had a fist fight in the parking lot.
It was insane, but thank God nobody at the wedding really saw it.
But then
you know, it was just
Thank God. I mean, God forbid.
He came in to cut the wedding cake right after he almost threw hands with Christian.
Come on.
And he comes in, his hands are shaking. He's like sweating. He's like, eyes are glossy, and he comes over with like a knife, and he's like, Justin, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cut this cake and I'm gonna leave. And so he starts serving cake and is like violently serving cake to people, and then disappears, is not seen for the rest of the evening. And then we come in the next morning to find out that Christian apparently fell down the stairs.
Oh.
He got so hammered and slipped and fell down the stairs in front of like staff members. And they were like, yeah, but like, and then he stole all of the bussers' tips from that evening and left and never came back.
And the servers.
And the servers.
None of the servers.
He stole like
got their tip out.
$300 or something. Like he was supposed to tip everybody out, but he said, I'll collect the money, and then just left and never came back.
And then
I made my money.
Did
I
he
made
not
so much
work
money.
here after he just took the money and left?
Yeah, he got fired.
I fired him.
Yeah.
I fired him.
You're like, was he still here?
I,
No, I'm pretty sure you
think
fired him.
I
the
even
next day.
have limitations when you start fist fighting the people. In the parking lot
Yeah, it was
in the
pretty
middle of a
crazy.
wedding. After drinking my booze, it's kind of the end.
Wait, no, I don't. No, yeah, no, that was.
I think I did hire him
He
back
was-
though. Or was that
you-
the second round?
You brought him back the second time with cologne. That was when I wasn't here, and that was when Ashcat was like, "Hey, don't come back." But
And they listened to
don't come
me.
here.
I mean,
But so
they know.
So I know there was times that you didn't want to be here. There was a couple of times, because a number of years, but I remember you being like, I don't want to fucking work there anymore, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And I never,
Yes.
like with my family, I always avoid, because I'm like, listen, you guys got to make your own decisions. I'm not here to influence. I'm not here to, I don't even want to say anything, because it's a sensitive subject. You know, you got to have shit Christmas dinner with you guys. And listen, and let's be honest for a minute. Justin, I love you more than anything. I'm not exactly the kind of guy that you would hang out with, though.
No.
I'm
Any of us
a
would.
loud, obnoxious, hairy Republican guinea. Everything that you just don't really probably like about the human race.
No, okay, here's the thing, like, your family, so of course I'll love you. But, you know, of course I'll love you. But no, I mean, especially being an actor and meeting so many people, there's some times where you have to take a step back and you say, hey, me and this person aren't exactly on the same wavelength, so I'll see him, we'll be nice, and if we click at some point, cool. But if we're not going to be friends, we're not going to be friends, and that's just how it is sometimes.
Well,
the universe
listen,
plays it.
you learn, and here's the thing. I know, unfortunately, when you're younger, politics really can create a wedge in between people. But as you get older, you learn to like Linda, who was our first catering manager. God rest her soul, we love Linda, right? Linda she was a big Democrat. She used to drive around with the Obama bumper sticker, and me and her would like fight. We would fight. But I got to tell you something. Linda was one of my most valuable employees that I ever had, especially during the growing years. She was everything in the world to me. And when she was in hospice on her deathbed, we red-eyed home from Hawaii, and I was able to make it to go see her. And as in our relationship fashion, I said, Linda, this is not an excuse. Get up and get back to work. And she smiled, and then she passed. But listen, that's what makes the world go round.
I mean,
being different.
That's why I'm here. Linda got me my job.
And that's right. So Ashley was our
Yeah.
third catering manager.
I was. Yeah,
What?
I was.
So how many catering
You're
managers
telling me.
together?
How many catering managers did we have over the years?
Okay, so
Not nearly as
Linda,
many as
D,
the rest
me, Pam.
Oh, Pam. I
Pam
remember
handed it
Pam.
to you, right?
No, Jackie handed it to me.
Jackie,
Uh-huh.
her. So, okay, Pam, okay.
And
So,
then I heard there was a crazy one that used to sleep with the guys on the
oh, yeah.
Who was
wait,
that?
There was like
There
7.
was,
Oh, yes, there was...
there was one that used to sleep with all the guys in Britannia.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Not the workers, but like some of the home people.
I think with the exception of her, I have to say for the most part, all the catering managers were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Really?
we're scared. You know,
Yeah.
fucking party every day. No problem. We'll try our best for you.
But, I mean, you had some... What was Ashley? You were telling me the story.
Okay, so this
You
is,
did a party for my
I did a
mother-in-law.
party for Elise. Yes, it was like the woman's club. Like I don't know, you had to be an owner of a business type of thing, right?
I know.
I'll never forget this. Did I kick that just now? So they announced to the whole entire women's event, Elise, welcome her into the group. They're clapping. She's not even like there. And were you even there?
No, I was there.
You were there. Okay,
I was working
that's
the
right.
party.
Okay, so they were like so like happy. They introduced her, and then the lady comes up to me like an hour later,
It's like a business.
Yeah.
It's women that own businesses.
So she goes, Elise doesn't own catering? And I'm like, no. She goes, well, she can't be in the group then, sorry. I go, you just announced to the whole entire place, welcome. And you're like, no, sorry, no, she doesn't own this, she's out. I was
about
like,
an
what
Indian
the
giver.
what?
Yes.
I was sitting there like really like, no, she didn't really just say that to me, did she? Like, it was a joke, right? Like, no, she was serious.
Sorry,
like,
she's cut.
Elise is out, goodbye.
It was okay.
That's
You were
wild.
the weakest link, literally,
That's
goodbye.
crazy
I'm done.
behavior.
I couldn't believe
There's
it.
no hard feelings. I really
it was
didn't care.
hilarious. No.
And then how about when my father would cook? Now, my father, by the way, my father was in 1988 New York State's #1 seafood chef. 3rd in the country. Yeah, guy has a bronze medal. It's over there. I actually hijacked
was
it
the
and put it
year
up
I
on
was
the wall. I
born.
said,
Aw.
right? He had the #1 seafood restaurant in New York in 1988. The guy, he was top 5 chefs of all time in New York. He is what is the equivalent today to what celebrity chefs are back in the 80s. They didn't, they weren't
Right.
like Gordon Ramsay, but he was very well known and he did a great, and the guy was a professor, New York Institute of Technology. So you think you're in good hands. And we're always short-staffed. And we've had some history of some catering chefs.
Oh, Steve Steve, the raw potatoes he served to my family.
Oh yes, our Steve did some cooking a
Hard
couple times.
raw
Really?
potatoes. I'm like, is this like a joke? I'm
And
like,
they'd always be shit-faced.
Right,
terrible.
though that's the problem.
Terrible.
So that
Sebastian is amazing.
Sebastian's the best we've
Very,
ever had.
yeah.
Love
Yeah.
the guy.
Everyone loves.
Back to my father cooking.
Oh, back to your father
What?
cooking. Oh my God.
What the hell was those dishes that he pumped out
Well,
the last party he
I
worked?
don't know.
You sent me
He
the
made-
photographs.
He
It was
made
like
chicken
horrible.
palm with cheddar cheese on top. Like that was like a taco.
Eggplant rollatini with
No.
cheddar cheese.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
And,
Yes.
That's not
chicken
right.
That's
palm.
criminal.
And then
That is a weird
This is
taste. Like,
crazy.
This is a culinary institute graduate.
well, that's what happens when you mix alcohol with
cheese.
cooking. And then the vegetable medley had like I think he took like tons and tons of garlic and sprinkled it on top like
Come
cheese.
on.
Like
Well,
cheese.
he just takes whatever he can find and he starts throwing it into dishes.
Oh my God! I walked in
Cooking
there and
without
I
a
looked at
recipe.
the food, I'm
Cheddar
like,
cheese.
is he kidding me? And then he likes to make that pasta like 3 days ahead of time,
Right.
so it's done. It's like mush.
And then we had a couple of other catering chefs over the years. Some of them used to eat Vicodin and get drunk, and right.
oh my.
There was another guy, this guy Nick, that my
Yes.
father brought in.
Yes.
And he got
Yes.
pissed off at my father and he threw a raw chicken breast at him.
I remember Nick. That's
It's a
right.
good weapon.
I've had some
It
weird
is.
people work here.
Yeah.
Some weird people. Yeah.
But now, so Justin, when you're here,
Mm-hmm.
and you're, Christ, what are you, 23 now?
I'm 25.
20, fuck.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Quarter
I've been gone for 2
century.
years, so I'll accept 23.
25. I feel bad about myself now.
Oh my God.
But so when you started working, you're probably like 18, maybe even younger.
Yeah, I think I just came out of my freshman year of college.
And
18.
that's a crucial age of building camaraderie with your coworkers. Mm-hmm. And I remember when Jen and I met, we were working together, and I know you and Ash became fast friends. Didn't you guys all go to like the hospitality ball together?
Yes, we did.
That was
What was that
was a
event
fun
like?
time.
I went representing the Whale's Tail. I
Was
got
it
my
a shit
ticket from
show?
them. You know,
We had a table there, right?
Do you remember
Yes.
walking? It was raining out, first of all, so we were all like inside for a little bit of it, and people were like, "Those are the people from Whale's Tail." They were like calling us out, like they knew who we were.
As
Do you
if we were
remember that?
celebs,
And we
just
were,
a little bit.
Yeah, like when. Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
wow.
we are cool.
I remember I didn't know what to
cool.
expect from it because I was like hospitality ball. Like it sounds like
Yeah.
really fancy.
Wow,
I remember
wow.
I did my makeup. I was about to wear
gown on?
heels to this event, which
Yeah.
was crazy.
Well,
But I like
it's hosted by Alec Baldwin.
Really?
We didn't
Alec
see him.
Baldwin.
But
I did not see the man.
did.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin
Was not
and
present.
Billy Baldwin. It's for their mother, Carol Baldwin. It's an event that they raise money for cancer awareness, and the hospitality ball has become a gigantic event on Long Island.
Word.
It's pretty cool. So we were invited there.
Yeah.
I should have went. But
Yeah.
did you guys get hammered or what?
Oh, dude.
we were like-
they were like, there was lines of like liquor companies that were just like,
Like, no
offering
problem.
like
We'll try that.
tastings.
No problem.
Girl, it was shots. They're offering us shots
We
at
had
every
a lot
stand.
of fun.
We need to do a podcast
We-
at the hospitality.
That would be
Live,
cool.
yeah,
Like in that little
on the
garden we
streets.
found where we were like dancing around and
We smoked a joint.
yeah,
we smoked a joint.
you know.
They didn't have it last year.
We were singing Chicago,
Yes.
all that jazz, running around like we were on stage.
Honestly, there was a point where I just kind of like left the idea of what the event was, and I was just with like you, Danny.
Yep.
Who else was there?
Jillian was there too.
Jillian,
Jillian
okay. I
worked
remember
here
there was a
too.
fourth.
Got her foot sucked.
But yeah, no, it was cool. It was fun. I definitely saw
Yeah.
like the wannabes of Long Island, like the like wannabe celebs. Like
yeah.
they thought this was Met Gala.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
they did.
They
They-
thought it was
they were
Met
coming out.
Gala.
Full
If
force.
anybody doesn't know what that is.
Full force. Full force.
Yeah, full force.
was all right, yeah.
Gucci, you know, Louis Vuitton. I was like, I'm wearing H&M, girl.
Hi, this is yeah, literally.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Lulu's.
What is it with Long Island? And we all think that we're hot shit, right?
I think
Why is it?
Listen, I went to Nomia recently with Casey, and it's this like club, I guess, in Huntington Village on Thursday nights.
What's it called?
Nomia? And maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. The douchebags in there, the count was unreal. I looked around and I was like, there is just not. These
douchebags are people too.
They're still pumping their fist, and I'm like,
Throwing
this
what
is
they
really
know.
Long
Let's
Island,
go.
like getting it and like spiky hair. Still, I'm confused. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here now. I was like, really, like these. I'm sorry, Long Island. Wow.
Somebody reached out to me not too long ago about doing a project with them in Huntington. I got to tell you, I wouldn't even know where to begin because I don't know what this younger generation does after hours.
Saturday night.
I'd be like Dr. Pepper shots. Come on, everybody!
Hey,
And
some
nobody
house
would
life
come in.
was there.
honestly,
when I
I will
was there.
say my generation is a little confusing right now. I think we're still in kind of like a shell shock from like COVID and like all that sort of stuff. But like going out, like here specifically, going out in Huntington is a big stinker. Like me and Ash went out late last night, but like they don't party like they used
Where
to.
do you guys go in?
What do you do? What do you do for
Did you
fun?
go to like
man?
Rusting Gold?
We went
or,
to apparently Rusting Gold was dead. We didn't even bother to go. Christopher's is a stinker. Sorry.
Everything is dead down there.
Yeah, we went to
Really?
Spotlight. Spotlight was like pretty okay. Like it was good for people watching.
Spotlight
like we
is
were
good
playing
when
Fuck,
there's
Marry,
a
Kill all
concert
night.
too. Yeah.
I feel
But
like
yeah.
a lot of young people here, like in Northport, like go to Gunther's now.
That's
I've only
crazy.
been to
That
Gunther's
is crazy
literally maybe
behavior.
once
It's
or
fun.
twice.
Club G is cool.
Well, I have to
and
say,
a wine bar.
Wine bar is great. That's
I
a
feel
Harvey
like-
Field's
yeah.
own business.
the sustainability of Gunther's
It's like a
for
beach pub, I guess.
70 years
It's a
at this
go-to.
point is pretty impressive.
It's a legacy. It's a
And
staple.
it is, and no disrespect, I love it for what it is, but it is a fucking dive bar.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, no,
Right
I think
in the
that's what
smack
That's what makes
of
it
Main
good.
Street.
why we go to it.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
because it's a dive bar. Like it's seedy. Honestly, it's really not that seedy. Like ever since like their
like-
renovation.
No, they run
It's like
the show.
It's like a reunion for you guys, kind
yeah,
of,
it's
too?
their like. They went for seedy, but then like it's kind of pretty okay. Yeah, it does smell like bleach in there. Yeah, there's a baby on top of a cigarette
Hey,
machine.
at least it's
but, like,
clean now. If it smells like bleach,
But
it's
it
clean,
is
right?
like it is like it's an energy, it's a vibe that we go there for.
And-
Except for
and
when there's
so-
a band, they can fuck off with that. It's
And
too
I
loud.
Oh, too
understand
loud.
at the end of the night, all of the local restaurant employees, they'll all go down there.
Oh yeah,
And everybody gets together.
I've been there probably with
Whale's
you.
Tail. Yeah,
like,
we
the
went there a
only time.
lot.
Yeah.
Like I remember summer 2021, like every day. Like
Every day.
well, that was also when that was before we started getting caught while working. We were drinking while working, but that's
Yeah,
pure
that's
shots,
another
but
story
that's-
that I know.
We were reprimanded. We learned.
We got in trouble.
Yeah, we were a little crazy. But like we would. I remember like.
That must have been under your leadership,
No,
Mom.
it definitely wasn't.
No, it was
No.
I think it was I think that was Anne Marie and Christian were running the place.
I think I was here for them.
Yeah.
Because Christian started like to become my friend all of a sudden.
It
like,
was
oh, hey,
it was the
like,
wild fucking
rock
west.
music.
Like we were
Probably
it was
trying to bang.
lawless
That's what I'm saying.
land.
It was weird. I was like, yeah, I like rock music. Bye.
Yeah, he was trying to date like all the 19-year-old servers. It was great.
I mean,
But then he got
basement
fired,
vibes and
Even the
Rebecca.
busboys were high all the time when I was managing.
Yeah, she always would say that. She would.
This is a crazy story. So I'm looking for the golf cart at the end of the night.
So
I
good.
came up here, put the money away. I'm getting ready to close up. And I'm like, where's the golf cart? The golf cart's down at the morgue. So I walk down there, and there they are. There's a boat trailer there, a big boat trailer empty, and there's the golf cart, and there's this giant bong on top of on top of this thing, and I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, nothing. And I just ignored it. I just ignored it, and I walked away. And then I said something to them the next day. But I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not going to name drop, but
Yeah.
he knows exactly who he is.
So-
Comes back, eyes dark red, like what?
So what are these?
Is he
These are like
server now?
17-year-old
Yeah,
kids
he was
that
a
are.
server.
Okay.
Walking around.
Dopey.
I don't want to name
Dopey.
them.
I love the kid
Oh, I
though.
miss Dobie.
I love the kid.
Oh,
You know,
I
it
hope
was
he
pretty
comes
great.
back.
It was awesome. He was so funny. It was my favorite. I was like, hey, can you guys take out the garbage? They're like, oh, yeah. It was
It's
like,
like
hey,
the
can you go
movie
change the
Waiting.
keg? Can you go do your job? Can you go change the keg? Like,
you go
eyes
do it?
dark red. They have no idea what's going
It was
on.
like a group effort because every time they did
It
it,
was
they
good.
went and got high. It was like
You
crazy.
know what's funny? That movie Waiting,
I love that movie, Waiting.
and they portray the busboys.
Yeah, sitting in the walk-in.
They're sitting there
stoned,
smoking
yeah.
weed, and they're out by
Cornrows.
the dumpsters,
Andy Milonakis.
and that's what they do.
Well, not for nothing.
Have you ever seen that
brewer.
movie?
Never.
Oh, the brewer. Yeah,
Your
he was-
brewer. One day I needed.
Oh, that Christian?
I needed, kegs, and the little mini kegs for my. I'm doing a party, and I go in there. I go in the brewery and in the walk-in, and I open the door, and I'm like looking, and I'm looking around, and up on top shelf there's this giant bong.
Oh yeah.
I'm
You
like,
know.
okay, this is
Look at
nice.
all these bongs
He was
everywhere.
a bad
Where are people
influence. He was
keeping
cool.
them? I don't.
Yeah.
That was the primary person we would go to beer shots with. He taught me how to blow fire.
I've
Like
known Christian
spit
for a
fire.
long
He had
time.
a bottle. He had a
Oh,
bottle
yes,
of
you
one.
have a
He had a
video.
bottle of 121, like
Wow.
hidden,
Yes.
like in like the brewery somewhere. And there was a night that like me and
He's
Katie
fine.
after like it was.
Yeah, I love
it was when you
shots.
just came out with Angel Lust, the like 9%
Oh my
seltzer that was
God, that was,
sparkly.
like, glittery,
That shit was
yeah.
so good. And we were down there like during a shift. We were trying to close down the restaurant because it was so dead. And so we went into the brewery, and he's like, "Do you guys want to like go spit fire in the back?" And we were like,
Yeah.
This is what goes on here.
Yeah.
Spitting fires.
Fire.
"Well, I'm still clocked in. It was crazy.
That's great. Wow.
It was cool.
Spinning fire.
Oh yeah,
All
no, it
the
was nuts.
servers
He was
would
cool
go
though.
down and do beer shots during their shifts.
Yeah,
Yes, I used to look on the cameras.
Down
and be
Under.
That's
like,
right. He'd be.
The Thunder Down Under double
What is going
IPA.
on
It was
here?
a banger. It was really good. You made good beer, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and we just had to go drink it.
The Angel Lust was good though too.
The Angel Lust was crazy.
Yeah, that was
This place would have been fun, right, Jen? If you and I met here when we were younger, because we used to do the same shit. We would, after we were done working, we would go to Napa Tandy's. What was the other
Yeah,
place?
Napa's.
Molly Bloom's in Smithtown.
Oh, okay.
This was Christ, I don't know, 2002. And we would go down there, we'd hit the bars, and then afterwards we'd bring everybody back to the Lazy Clam. And we'd play poker and we partied all night. And we had a waiter. I love the guy, God rest his soul. His name was Dan Quayle. You know, no, here to you. Dan Quayle,
Yes,
who was
I
the
know.
vice president of the
Yes,
United
yes.
States,
'Cause
George
they're
Bush
Like, they're like,
Senior.
No, no.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm sure.
he was like 80,
Aw.
and he would smoke crack and like chug a
so
bottle
different for me.
of Georgie
Box.
vodka.
Smoke crack.
Yeah. I never knew an 80-year-old that smoked crack
Wow.
until I met Dan Quayle. That was pretty cool.
Never knew anyone to smoke crack.
A real
I
one.
mean, that's just me, though.
Well, I did when I was a cop back in the day, but not.
Oh, I'm sure you saw
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
But there's some riffraff that happens in this business, huh?
Oh yeah,
That's
It's
fun.
fun. The story.
It's
It's all for the plot. It was fun.
And so Uncle Justin, what are we doing, man? How's the acting career? You just got home.
Good, yeah.
How long are we home for? What's next on the horizon?
So hopefully I'm home for a very long time. Me and Ash are going to like look at apartments. Like we have a walkthrough tomorrow, so we're probably gonna move into Brooklyn, Bushwick.
Oh,
Well,
something will
hold
be
on a
really
second. Ash in the corner, hi.
love it.
Are you like moving in with him and leaving your husband in Texas?
No, he's got an interview on January 9th. He's probably looking at becoming a music teacher for a private charter school out in Brooklyn. So
Oh,
once we
yeah.
get
So you're gonna bring the husband?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all gonna be together.
That's
That's
important.
cool.
It's gonna be cool.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So we're all gonna look at. We're gonna look for. Well, me and her are gonna look for apartments. He's in Fort Worth.
because I said
still.
this is your second Christmas with us.
Yeah, every single Christmas since I've met Justin.
Oh,
And I said,
I love
well,
that.
I'm happy to have her, is her husband coming? And my wife said, she's not married. I'm like, she absolutely is married. Where's her husband?
Funny.
He's a figment of her imagination.
All right.
We just say she has a husband. She's a little crazy.
What's this exciting?
Yeah, but you know, I've loved going off and doing contracts, but I'm definitely ready to like settle down. Plan
The last one was Key West.
Key West.
Wow.
That must
It was
fun.
really
I always wanted to
fun.
go
They know
there.
how to party there.
That's one
Oh,
of my
they
favorite
do.
places in the world.
Oh my god,
Oh,
yeah.
it was
It was a 7-week bender. It was really
Would
really
you go
not
to
productive
Sloppy
for me.
Joe's and
I did not like Sloppy Joe's.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh.
There was like General
Hog's Breath.
Horseplay.
Fantasy Fest down there or something they do too, where they dress
Fantasy
up.
Fest
yeah,
was
yeah.
the weekend before I got down there.
Oh,
I was
I
devastated.
heard all about that.
It's like I think it's 2 weeks, and like it's everybody dresses up. Like it brings out all the
Crazy,
freaks and the
yeah.
geeks. Like
Yeah.
people get naked. Like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've heard
There's
about
like. I don't know the rating here, but there's a bar that literally has an orgy like in Key West.
Really?
On
That reminds us. Let me
Fantasy Fest.
let me tell you a quick story about this one. All right, this is good. It was, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, and Jen and I we go to Montauk every year, and for some reason we didn't go that year. It was last minute. We're like, I don't know, we need to go somewhere. Let's go somewhere we've never been before. And she had a travel agent friend, so she reaches out to her and she goes, let's try Cape Cod. I'm like, all right. And she's like, everything's booked. She's like, something popped up at the last minute. I know nothing of the place. Do you want to go? I said, sure. Why not? So we go down there and we take this long drive to Cape Cod. Stunning, beautiful. And we get to this clean, pristine, beautiful, like a Fire Island type of place, right? And we pull in on the outskirts of the town, so we didn't drive through the town yet. And we got in and we got situated. It was a beautiful little boutique hotel on a dock. And we get situated. We're like, come on, let's take the kids and let's go into town. Because Michael wasn't even born yet, was he? It was just the girls.
No, he was in stroller.
Oh yeah, okay. I forget about that. Whatever. So we're gonna go into town. We're gonna get something to eat, and we're gonna check it out. So we start walking into town, and you pass by, and you see there's a gay couple holding hands. They're like, oh, that's cool, whatever, blah blah blah. And then walk past, and there was a gay club, and I'm like, all right, it's clean place, nice place, whatever, right? And we get in and we sit down at the first restaurant we see as we're starving, and the waiter comes up, hi everybody, and I'm like, I start thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, whatever, that's cool. It's just an overly populated gay population, right? So then afterwards, Jen's like, why don't we go get some board games? I said, that's a great idea. And as we walk out, we see this sign that's hanging out, and it says, Euros Toys. And she goes, oh, look, there's a toy store right there. And so I go, great. I walk up ahead of the kids, and I walk in the window, and it's just assless chaps,
Oh my
whips, dildos. And I'm like, all of a sudden, everything clicked. I turned around, and I started noticing, and I see some dude in high heels, and everybody's like dancing around, flashing, fucking guys in angel outfits. I'm like, holy
The world
shit.
started
I've
melting.
seen that.
We vacationed in P-Town.
Oh
Yes.
my god, you went to P-Town?
We vacationed
That
in
is crazy. Oh my
Not only
god.
that, it was gay family week.
Oh no.
And so when you're telling us that all the, everybody was dressed up transgender the entire week, I gotta tell you something, we had a fucking ball. I love
it was
that.
a blast,
No,
right?
we are a fun time, but yeah, you catch us on the wrong weekend. P-Town, it's crazy. They're wilding out in P-Town.
Shit.
Well, we vacationed
Yeah,
with
Well,
the
there
kids.
you go. The kids have seen it all.
We had a lot of explaining to do because why were guys dressed up like girls and things like
Yeah.
that. It was
They're just like, wait.
That's funny. Wow.
That's fantastic.
So I
That
imagine
is
your Key
awesome.
West experience was similar.
Yes. Yeah, no. I mean, like, very, very big gay population there. But it's also, I mean, honestly, like, I saw a lot of connections between, like, Long Island and there. Like,
Oh, really?
I feel like it's a
Wow.
lot of similar people. Like, you see a lot of, like, Florida men in Key West as well as Long Island. I mean, like, it was a little homey. And I definitely love the palm trees. It was great.
I know, I love that.
There's a similarity to Northport and Key West.
Yes.
It's that, like, laid back,
harbor
fuck
vibes
it type of attitude.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
yes, indeed.
love it. That's why
Yeah.
we
I gotta
love
go.
Key
It was really
West.
great.
No,
Yeah.
I went down to see him. I was
I
down
know.
there for
We
like
partied.
5 days. It was fun.
Yeah. Oh, we
We
partied.
watched the parade.
We did watch the parade. Elise got pelted with an onion by the Grinch.
onion?
No, like yeah, there was a guy like dressed up as the Grinch, and he threw an onion at her.
Why
It hit her-
did
it
he
hit
have
her-
onions?
Thank
She
God
was
I
taking a
holding
video.
drink. Thank God I was holding a drink. He hit my can, and my can.
Why
had
was he
dented.
throwing onions? Is that like some
That's
kind of
Apparently
Key
he
West?
likes
The Grinch
onions.
likes onions.
Oh, wow.
I did not know that.
Evidently,
so-
wow.
We almost got into a fight. It was great.
Oh, wait,
It
yes.
was like one of my favorite memories between me, my mom, and Chris. Like it was really something.
Chris was there too.
Yeah, Chris came down to see the show.
That's nice.
Yeah, like these 3 people tried starting a fight with the 3 of us, and we were like, "You will not win this." Like, unfortunately, like
Well,
it was-
tell them what happened.
Did you
First.
feel
It was a
it?
karaoke bar.
yeah, we were at a karaoke bar, and it was Bobby's. It was our normal stomping grounds. Bobby's Monkey Bar for anyone that knows Key West. And so we went in after the parade, like. All of us have been boozing, having a few laughs. We come in, we're watching karaoke, and this woman dressed up as Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas
Oh, of course.
starts
Oh, it's my favorite movie,
bodying
too.
Elise, like starts body checking her, like
She
hip
did-
checking.
She did the first time it happened. I didn't think anything of it. I figured, maybe she just hit me by accident. Then it happened 2 more times. So now my boy is going to action.
Yeah, well, no,
Oh,
then
no,
this
no,
woman
no.
comes over and she's like, "Excuse me." She's like, "You're standing directly in front of us, and you
No,
need to
she
move."
asked me if I was a local.
Oh, yes.
There's rankings. Apparently, there's rankings in Key West.
In
Apparently there's a
karaoke?
hierarchy.
As a local, no, there's rankings, and you get certificates.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Really?
She wanted to know if I was a local. You go up the ladder. There's conchs. There's like different saltwater
Oh,
conchs.
so you're like a
Come
certificate to be like a douchebag.
Yes.
So she
The
wanted
local
to know
kid
if I was
listens
a
to the show.
local, and I was like, no, why? And she's like, well, you're in the way.
Yeah, they were sitting at a table behind us in the karaoke bar. It's not like a staged event. Like,
Yeah,
if you sat down, that's your fault. Like,
What? I like this concept. Hold on, let's get back to this local certification.
Wow, I know.
Northport,
That is
get on
like
it.
something
I think this is a
else.
great idea.
Yes. So you start out, as a local. But anyway, let's finish that story and we'll get back
Oh,
to the
the
rankings.
conchs, the
Go
conch.
ahead.
But yeah, this woman comes over and she's like, "Well, you're standing directly in front of us. Like, we need you to move. Like, it's just standard. It's considerate. Like, you guys should get the fuck out of the way." And then so like Chris starts going in on her and is like, "What you need to understand is you just started body checking my mom instead of communicating with us." So, and then I go over. There's a guy that's
Fucking
sitting.
with the
There's
wrong family.
there's a guy with them.
That guy.
There's this guy basically looks like Kevin Chamberlain. Like
Oh my god.
exact replica of Kevin Chamberlain, if anybody knows him. And I look at him and I was like, all y'all had to do was be adults and communicate. And then he's like, "No, what you need to do is get the fuck out of our way."
Uh-oh.
And I was just like,
Then you stood up and
okay.
you were
I
7
was like,
feet
okay,
tall.
no,
and
I
they
was
said-
already 7 feet tall, towering over him, and I was like, okay, I don't know who you are. Like,
What are you, 6'6"?
yeah, I'm 6'5".
Yeah, he is
I'm
the
6'5".
tallest
Chris is
brother,
6'4". She's 5'10" or something. I don't know,
5'9".
5'8", 5'9". And so like I was like, y'all are barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
And the girl that instigated the violence fucking leaves. She just leaves.
Come
She was like, "Hey guys, stop. Hey guys, stop." And then walks out of the bar.
But anyway, like walking back to the hotel, I left at like 2:30 because it was past my bedtime. But anyway, I went back with Arthur's mom, who was there, who the woman also banged into her as well. And she was giving me the breakdown of the ranks of living in Key West.
Wow.
So
I like that concept. Maybe we
ranks.
should offer that to the locals.
Yes,
The ranks. That is
I
so.
like that.
That is something else.
it's crazy.
Huh.
Well, this
what
was
is it?
exciting. Thank you guys for coming. I was gonna
Thanks.
have my mother and my mother-in-law, and I didn't honestly. I was gonna probably do like the battle of the grandmas to really instigate a fight between you guys. I thought
I
it
would
would have
love
been
to see that.
great.
Would she bring her puppets?
Great
when she
banter,
comes?
great radio, and I was
So live.
A puppeteering of like the fight.
yeah, I was literally my plan was just to fucking piss her off a bit. Mom, I used to do bomb hits out the bedroom window when I was 12, just to piss her off the entire
Bring
time.
up the red couch.
But she
Oh
got
my
sick,
God.
Aw.
and then she got mad at me because I didn't bring her soup.
Oh, so she was out. Yeah.
She got mad. She got mad at us when we lived in Florida because I wasn't there to shovel her out. I'm like,
You
I'm
were
in
so-
fucking Florida. Yes.
What am I supposed to do here? Like, fly back and just
So,
shovel you out?
needless to say, I thought that would have been a fun episode. But actually, so close to Christmas, I don't know how good of an idea it would be to do the Battle of the Grandmas because it probably could have been a fist
We can
fight,
save
so.
that for the new year.
So this worked out great.
2025.
Uncle Justin, thank you.
Thanks for
You're
having
the
me here.
best.
My mother-in-law, I have to say, again, I work with my mother-in-law. I don't think you people understand
She's the best.
the severity of how fucked up that is.
Takes 50 phone calls a day for you with catering. God.
Right.
Nobody wants to not only work with their mother-in-law, but like be in a room with their mother-in-law. There's a mother-in-law. They're tough. But I gotta tell you, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you.
I love you too.
You are
We
fantastic.
have 21 parties booked for 2020.
Good job.
Nice.
go.
All
Well,
right.
hopefully we'll still be here. Yeah.
We will be here.
But
be
ladies
here.
and
We'll be
gentlemen,
here.
I hope everybody has happy holidays. If you like what you hear, right? What do you do, Ash? I don't know.
You share, you comment, you
Subscribe.
add us.
I don't know.
Yeah, you subscribe. You add us maybe to Instagram if you wanted.
Right.
Please or something.
We got some great shit coming up the new year. So everybody, happy Hanukkah,
Happy holidays.
Kwanzaa,
Oh, Hanukkah starts at
Christmas. What else is there? Anything else? Have we created a new holiday out there yet in the last few
know.
years? With the
You
weird
never know.
Not yet. It's coming.
We don't know.
Well, God bless. Thank you very much. Peace.